What's a non-negotiable for you in a relationship? Give us a traumatic experience you had when you were a young kid, but be honest.
Everything's gonna be fine.
It is fine.
Everything's fine.
It is fine. It is fine.
The world's on fire.
Well, first of all, everything's
gonna be
listen,
fine.
guys, there's nothing wrong. I'm just going through the therapy session.
Oh, no, I know.
There's
but
a
I'm
therapy
just telling you, everything will be
We're
fine.
on a journey for therapy right now.
Yeah.
Okay? Ooh.
Yo. Yeah. This feels lonelier without an Oscar or anyone in the room running the cameras.
I actually kind of like it.
I kind of might like this because it feels like a real conversation.
All right.
It does feel like I'm hanging. It weirdly feels like there's no one.
There's no teacher in the room.
There's no watching.
No
us.
judger.
Yeah, like good luck censoring this.
Does this have enough light for
you?
me?
You're fine.
Because I've been looking back and I'm like, whoa.
Oh, you don't like a lot of the lighting on the show?
No, I don't.
Well, but
it doesn't flatter.
It to you. Listen, you're old.
I know.
It's your 41st birthday. We're actually recording on Estee's 41st birthday.
Yep.
Happy birthday.
I would love nothing more than to be here doing this.
Thank you. I appreciate you being here. This is a really big moment for your career.
We wanted
huge moment.
Yes, we wanted to bring you here and celebrate you and celebrate your youth.
Yes.
Your youth is important to us.
I'm very youthful.
Does this muscle shirt make my muscles look good, nice?
Yes.
I don't like that you're dressed like with no real branding and like those tones.
No,
Why?
I like the tones.
Why?
They're earthy.
She has no branding on her.
Yeah, but you asked for attention.
And what is she asking
She
for?
didn't ask for any
I
attention.
don't
She
ever
didn't want
ask.
to be here.
I was like, do I have to come? Really?
Yeah, you have to come.
Yeah.
People want to know everything about you, I guess.
Listen, guys.
We were also joined by our Georgie, who you can't see, but he's being such a good boy.
Oh, he is. I didn't really notice.
This episode will be more of a therapy session. Okay. I want to be your guys' therapist for this episode. I think it's only fair that we can. I think it's good to unpack.
I don't know anything about this.
No, I think it's good to unpack.
Is this what we were here for?
I think it's good to unpack, right? Like you're already 40 summers in, 41 summers in, you're 40 summers in.
Don't see. He's already freaking out. Did you see the?
Bro, did you do this on purpose to schedule this when no producer could be here, so it's extra like raw?
Yeah, literally raw. No,
this guy's being like, hey,
condoms.
guess what? You're going to have 40 more funds.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, what?
That's all I saw when you did that face. It was like, oh no, the face of doom. Yeah.
Listen,
toothache now. Thinking about it.
The stress.
On your 41st birthday, can you pass on some wisdom to any viewers as far as what do you think is important in life?
Good question.
To just be present.
It's so fire you said that. I literally was in my head like thinking, I hope she says to be present.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wonderful girl you have. What about you? What do you think is most important?
Peace.
I would like peace. Just overall.
I don't really need present always. Like, it's hard to be present. We always, everyone says, why are you worrying about the problems of tomorrow if you've got the skills to deal with them today, then just wait for tomorrow and deal with it, right? So I don't have no problem with like, I don't really need someone fully present, but I just want peace so badly.
Yeah.
Since the robbery, have you guys had more peace?
No.
No.
Are you crazy?
Far from it.
I'm
literally
dating a psychopath.
I've been just
this is on the
more
neighborhood watch.
Yeah, which we all know. We discussed that last time. But yeah, I don't have any. I'm always anxious. My resting heart rate is typically at like 105, 110, which is wild.
That's kind of high.
Kind of. It's supposed to be at like 70 or something. I don't know. It's 108 right now, and I'm not doing anything. So I'm always like a little bit on edge. I'm always nervous. I'm always just strung out a little bit from just like life. Life is lifing.
Yeah.
But
do you think
trying
that at this age you can change?
What do you mean change?
Like anything. Like
habits.
Outlook, habits, sexual preferences.
I think it's good to not be the exact same. I'm not the same from when we met 7 years ago. No way.
Yeah, no shit.
I'm way well that way as far as physically as well. But I'm just saying like I have been more comfortable in my own skin and way more confident in my own skin since meeting you.
You're welcome.
Which I'm growing that way and I'm changing that way, which I don't.
Her a lot.
Well, I've never really given a fuck about really anything or what people think of me for the most part. But I've definitely been a little bit more anxious since, the past few years. I would say since COVID.
Do you think it's an aging thing, or you think it's a society thing, or you think it's a mix of everything?
When you lose, so like a couple of years ago, when you lose somebody very important to you, you kind of reevaluate everything.
Meaning of life.
Meaning of everything.
Yeah.
So like you see things, especially somebody so close to you. I lost a family member. So like somebody so close to you, you think, you know, like life is just very, very precious.
Yeah.
So I see things a little differently now in that aspect, where you're like, you can't take everything for granted, and you got to live in the moment, be a little bit more present as much as possible.
Yeah.
Even though it's really hard to, just day-to-day life where you're just like, you just want to scream. But then you think about it, you're like, this person's having a worse day or whatever it is. So like, you definitely try to be a little bit more present and just like go through the punches a little bit more and just be like, some people have it way worse, and you just got to think about it that way.
I respect that.
Yeah, but you're not a positive person anyway.
No.
Yeah, so it's not like we heed our own advice, right? You're just kind of like, here's some outlook on life that I've learned. You should be positive. Are you? Fuck no.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I complain a lot.
Yep.
Yeah.
Can I ask you something?
But it's fun to complain.
Yeah.
I feel like I complain too much, and I know it mentally. I like know it in the back of my head, being like, these people won't like hanging out with you as much anymore, which I'm fine with. But like, you gotta all I do is complain.
You have to complain with humor, because then it's funny.
Right.
That's how I complain.
Right.
Now look,
And then people want to hang out with you.
Curveball. Okay.
Yeah.
Major curveball. What do you find most attractive in a man?
Confidence and sense of humor.
1%.
Those are the only two?
I mean, you asked me what the
physical appearance. What do you find the most attractive?
Physical appearance. What do I find attractive?
You're the worst therapist ever.
Hold on, 1 second. I'm asking you. Hold on, just give me a second. I'm working here. Okay. What do you find physically most attractive? Don't look at him. Please.
Physically most attractive
in a man, generally, yes. Before you met Kirill, anything.
First thing I look at are teeth and eyes.
Oh, the teeth you can pass. The eyes, I'm not sure.
Well, at least they're not like Snaggle. His teeth, they're not.
Okay. Jesus.
You do have nice teeth, though. Not for somebody
that
never
eyes than teeth.
Yeah. Well,
no,
yes.
you have nice teeth. For somebody that never spend any money on teeth, you have great teeth.
Yeah. You don't even really go to the dentist.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't eat sweet stuff, but teeth are like very important.
Pretty sure I've been on a week tour with you you didn't brush your teeth once.
If somebody has like,
I'm kidding.
Like some crazy like tooth or like,
yeah, it kind of bugs
like
you out,
Brits,
right?
They're just like their teeth are all snaggled.
It's always a person with nice teeth that says stuff like that, though. That's the funny thing.
You have good teeth.
Yeah.
I mean, no, I didn't have them. This took years of work. I was like, holy shit! I looked like a saber tooth. Like I was so ugly. I mean,
and you had big gums.
Huge gums. They're so expressive.
They look like a math folder in there.
Yeah, they like. That's why I had to.
Estee, yours pop up so much I can see your skull. That's the crazy part.
On the podcast,
like,
I'm like, we need to have just frontal. Because like when I expressively
if Estee laughs too much,
you have nice teeth.
If Estee laughs too much, I see her skull.
No, you have good teeth.
I have to.
Self laugh there.
No, you have good teeth. Yeah. You have good teeth. No,
yeah, but I had to get a compressor back in the day where like
you had headgear?
Expander. I had headgear. I had
Don't
braces
forget,
on
braces
for like
in the like 80s.
You would sleep in a certain bed, right? Just like yes.
I had a really bad overbite. My jaw was thin, so I had to have an expander, which made my teeth separate. So I had a gap between my teeth, and I would just get like made fun of for it.
They're good now.
Great features.
That's all that matters.
You have great
And
features.
don't forget, she was hairy. I love that you were trying to set up insults for me, but I quickly.
Brother, I'm trying to explain to you. I'm working here.
All right,
Please,
so,
I'm working.
Yeah.
Teeth and eyes, got them.
Now for you, what's the most attractive feature in a woman?
Big boobs.
I didn't ask you to unload right away.
That's
she
easy.
gave personality.
You always said
she fixed her teeth. She can fix her boobs.
I will never.
7 years you've been negotiating with her.
Never gonna happen.
Not real negotiation.
So, but you don't care about that as much anymore. You care more about butts. You like butts.
Yeah, I gotta love what you are, and I love what you are. No,
you wrote a beautiful message to her.
No, I love butts.
Yeah.
I like a good butt now.
On her birthday, you wrote a beautiful message.
I always try to write a nice message for Estee on her birthday.
Do you do it?
Because her and I rag on each other a lot all day, but we are pretty loving at home. But like, that's my one time to like publicly really just be like, yo, this chick's awesome.
Thanks, babe.
Oh, it's beautiful.
What do you like in a woman?
I'm the therapist here, guys. Okay.
The therapist is gay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Please,
right.
guys. You see the cutoff sleeves? I mean, no woman around here. Hold on.
All right, so boobs.
Boobs.
So what about him?
Do you like
now
them?
I have them in the relationship.
Well, you have more estrogen
No, you're
than
actually
her.
getting a little slender. You're down to, what are you at now?
I'm at 170.
And you were originally what?
Yeah, don't bring this up because Val's going to start giving me this whole unhealthy talk. And I already know I'm unhealthy.
I'm not going to say anything about
Okay.
that. I'm playing not valid right now.
Okay.
I'm therapist.
Therapist. Right.
That's very good. It's very healthy. Have you guys spoke about maybe bringing those into the family?
What?
Boobs.
No.
Boobs?
I'm never going to get boobs. Never. Flat out. No. Never happening.
There's no never.
Never.
What's a non-negotiable for you in a relationship?
Boobs. I'm not going to get boobs. I don't want to alter anything.
Good for you.
Like I'm
You
very.
literally asked for Botox.
I was like, do I need to get Botox? Because I noticed in the podcast
If I said
is
yes, would
bringing
you
on
do
a lot of
it? If I
insecurities.
said yes, would you
He
say
designed the
okay?
lighting
No,
here.
because I'm scared of everything. Because I'm mainly, you have to upkeep it, and I'm really bad at upkeeping. Maintenance is like not my
I'll
thing.
inject you.
I don't want.
I'll give you boobs.
I have very like I'm starting. I don't think I'm getting. I don't know. I don't care. I mean, I'm just okay with wrinkles at this point.
So what would you have done if you woke up from your throat neck surgery with boobs?
I would have been furious.
But been like,
You would break up with him? Honestly.
If he did it,
No, not if he did. If
If
you
he-
woke up and the surgery was done with your back,
I'd
and next
be
thing you
like-
know, you have big ass boobs, and
I'd
you're
be
like, what?
like, oh, how the hell did that
I'll
happen?
be like, I don't know. The doctor was like, yo.
It only can be one person and one person only behind that.
But you'd be,
And that
would
would
you
be
get
you.
them removed? No, you'd live.
Because you wouldn't go back to surgery.
I don't want to go back to surgery.
Exactly.
So you'd have your big boobs. So you, might
So
as
you
well
would
stay
break up
me.
with him, or you would keep
I'd
the
be
boobs?
pissed. I'd be pissed because I have to get mammograms and all that shit.
Oh, it's
it's
fine.
just it's.
No, you
all-
don't.
No,
When you
she
have
does.
implants,
She goes every year for her.
Every
Oh,
6 months,
oh.
I have to go and
Yeah,
get
so that's not
checked
going
up
to affect
and stuff.
it. People with boobs.
Boob, boob, boob,
People with
boob,
boobs get
boobs.
mammograms.
the boop, 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 boop.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I
you would
wouldn't
have.
be.
It would have been like 2 weeks. You would have forgiven me. I'd be like, remember how much I love you.
Not,
now.
George, sit down.
What's a non-negotiable for you
Non-negotiable.
in a relationship?
Physically, sexually, or
Everything
like
in general.
personally? I mean, there's a lot.
Give me
like
three.
non-negotiable. I want you to
Cheating.
shower.
What?
Well, I'm just saying, like non-negotiable for chicks. Like, I don't want to shower. I'd be like, that's non-negotiable.
That's gross. I mean, yes.
So
That's
there's
like,
some-
I feel like that's a no-brainer.
No, some people don't mind it.
Who? You know somebody
That what?
doesn't want to shower?
Probably.
Ew.
You've dated girls that don't want to shower?
No, but it's a non-negotiable.
It's very specific. What
No,
about
I'm
like,
just saying,
what
like-
about overall?
Oh, a
That's kind of more.
hairy back.
I'm
That's a
working on
non-negotiable.
You have, you have a hairy back?
I'm hairy everywhere. I got laser
She's Greek.
surgery everywhere.
A little Chewbacca.
That's how Estee acts.
You're a little Chewbacca. Okay.
Yeah, I don't like hair on a girl. I don't mind pubic hair. But you got rid of it, so you're like 9 down there. Hot.
Ew.
What? You're the one with the 9-year-old vagina.
All
not me.
right, Kirill.
Oh my God. What is this traumatic story that comes up from your childhood that you always like once in a while think about?
From my childhood?
Bro,
Yeah.
she's got 900.
Give me one that you're always like, oh my God, I can't believe that happened. Ugh,
Every
can't-
day's a new episode. She's like, whoa, that.
Like something that like I don't know, maybe a girl pulled on your hair or somebody did something to you and you're like, fuck, I remember that. It's so annoying.
Poop in public? No. I don't think I did that. I'm trying to think. What's something really embarrassing?
Like something that really like, I don't know, maybe your mom screamed at you or embarrassed you in front of somebody or your brother or something happened or like maybe, I don't know, you fell on the bus or like you did a talent show and something happened.
Well, I was at a talent show one, or not a talent show. I was at ooh,
Get over here. Get down here.
Georgie, sit down.
Georgie. Get out. He's so annoying.
Jeez.
Like,
You're gonna
I
get-
just gave him a little nudge.
No.
Georgie,
That was a
down.
little bit more than a nudge.
That was a nudge. On
No,
the
Georgie,
butt.
lay down.
No, ASPCA is coming after your phone. I'm not gonna lie.
This dude is like, bro, calm
right.
down.
Trying to get a traumatic story.
Up
You're
her
about to
ass
give me
all
one.
day.
Something that happened to me. Oh, or no, I was just like at a concert in high school and I got my wisdom teeth taken out and it had like, you know, the ones that kind of just like dissolve the stitches. So as I'm about to sing, I get on stage, half my face is like puffy because I had an abscess. So as I'm about to sing at last, it just starts all coming out, and I'm starting to pull out.
Is there footage?
Your
mom's not filming?
My mom is the worst videographer. She's never actually pressed record on any videos of home videos.
Yeah, my mom just doesn't want those memories. Your mom's like, hey, I'm filming. No,
she sits there and she's just like fully in it and does not actually press record. My brothers have recorded their wrestling matches over all of my gymnastics.
Oh my God.
Meets. I have no footage of any of my...
Of course you, out of everybody.
I mean, when are you going to really watch it? My parents have so much footage of me as a kid.
I would have posted it for like after the Olympics.
So that was embarrassing for you for a while, that you had to pull that out on stage?
I mean, it was not ideal as I'm about to sing.
But was it something like, oh my God, you cried, you came home, you're like...
Yeah, like what's something that people talked about? That they were like, Jesus Christ, Estee.
Oh, God, you got to give me a minute. I had to think about that. I can't think. You need to prep me with these questions.
No, but
come on, you got something.
I can't think on the fly like that.
You've never been ashamed in front of people?
Ashamed?
Embarrassed? Nothing's ever like, you didn't like...
Where you like have such high expectations of yourself and then you flopped or something happened? And you're
literally every day of my life. When I'm performing, somebody tells me to speak. Jenna's wedding was a complete bust. That was really embarrassing.
Yes, they did have to give a speech at a wedding. So bad. It's a bad speech. You know how the speech was bad? She got off and I go, Estee, people are going to come up to you and tell you spoke from the heart. And that's going to mean that the speech sucked. And then the first person who comes up, they're like, oh my God, that speech was from the heart.
I just started laughing.
Shittiest fucking speech ever.
It was really, really bad. And I wrote the speech. I changed it probably 3 or 4 times.
You had it in front of you.
I know, but I changed it 3 or 4 times. No. I changed it probably like 3 or 4 times.
Speeches at weddings could be tough though.
Thank God it was a rehearsal dinner where it wasn't actually at the wedding, but it was still like her closest friends and family. It was probably like 100 people there, right?
That's a lot. Perform for a living.
I don't care. I don't like speaking. I have a script.
And also she performs she's performing other people's songs where it's not vulnerable.
Like I'm playing a character.
But it's not vulnerable if you've written it and you go, yeah, that looks good. And then you just go up there and you're like...
I need a script.
What if you wrote the speech as if you were your mom and read it in your mom's voice and play a game with your brain?
I mean, sure, maybe I could do that if I memorized it, but I changed the...
It's a good idea, though,
I changed the speech like 3 times right before.
Because you were panicking because it has to come from
Did I read over your speech?
Yeah, and you're like, it's fine. You're like, it's fine. Just
I'm like, bro, it's
a
rehearsal dinner.
I know, but it's like... They asked me to do it, and it's like, well, my best friend.
What didn't help Estee is that the kitchen was having a plate throwing contest. Like literally, plates kept falling, a noise from the kitchen of the restaurant.
So distracting. I was like this,
shaking like that's my best, and then.
Yeah, that's traumatizing. That's traumatizing.
I have a really, really, really big fear of public speaking.
Natalie also doesn't like it. Natalie also doesn't like it.
Give me a microphone to sing in front of.
What are your vows going to be like to me?
I said I want to sing them.
I don't sing my vows.
I would sing a song. What are you going to sing? I would sing a song. I would write a song. I don't want to speak in front of anybody. I fucking hate it. Unless they tell me, repeat this after me. That's the only thing. Because I just don't do well with speaking from my heart.
Yeah, it's hard to be vulnerable, right? For you?
I'm not good. I'm just not good at it. I'm just not good in general. Someone tells me to go on the fly on stage and everybody's just looking at me. That's why I would bomb if I ever did like stand-up comedy. Could you imagine?
I want Estee to sign up for Kill Tony.
I would love it.
Are you kidding me?
But I have another question for you.
What?
How many times have you woken up and seen him sleeping and you gave him a kiss on his forehead? Well, just like
0.
I did that today.
No, not like that. You're out of bed. It's not middle of the night. That's just whack. You do it like you're like, oh, he's asleep.
And I kiss you on your forehead before I go to the park when you're sleeping like a little baby angel.
That's cute. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you a question. We all bombarding this young lady with all these questions.
Yeah, it's my birthday.
Oh, is it opposite day?
Let me ask you. Give us a traumatic experience you had when you were a young kid, but be honest. Give us something good.
Traumatic?
Where you almost cried a little bit. You get one of those, you know? You ever had one of those?
Oh, I used to have them all the time.
Sure.
Yeah, those shits are not fun.
I think dropping out of college and having to like deal with my parents finding out because they found out that I failed out of college because I blacked out, went to a party, didn't come home. She couldn't find me. She called my mom crazy, called the school, the college, and tried to get a hold of my teachers, professors, and they're like, yo, this kid hasn't been here. And God knows how long. What are you talking about?
Wow.
And so just waking up hungover, having my parents pick me up. My parents picked me up.
You were 19, 20?
I was 20.
Oof.
My mom, my dad.
And they're big into education.
My mom's grilling me. And I remember my dad.
Your heart dropped or no?
Did they find out at that point?
They found out everything.
But did they tell you that they knew, or they're playing dumb? Okay.
And then my dad just goes to my mom. And this was like, oh my God, I love this guy so much because he understands. He goes, leave him alone. He's hungover. And he goes, we'll do this tomorrow. Because he's like, what are you going to get? He's like, this kid's blackout 4 hours ago. Like, he's not going to give you anything. I was dying. Yeah, it was rough. I had to do everything.
You were super sad?
It was a sigh of relief. It was like one of those But
it was both, right?
It was both. It was like a harsh reality met with okay, because guys, I don't want to go to college. I just kind of want to go figure this thing out. And they were like, okay.
Have you ever felt like you achieved anything in life?
No, I literally don't.
You're an idiot.
No.
What about you, Estee?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
This girl. I tied my shoes today. I took a shower.
Hell yeah. From not having a degree or like any kind of, I was awful in school. The only thing I know how to do was like music, singing. I was like, what am I going to do with my life? And then I, came up with the Up All Nighters. We all did. And just, I birthed that. And that's kind of just been my saving grace.
Your baby, yeah.
Thank God I was able to find like a backup.
Good for you.
Because
it's beautiful that you guys.
It is fucking scary.
That you were
I was in real estate for 13 years and I was just miserable every day, grinding and just trying to like make deals. I was like, I'm literally in the hamster wheel too. And I was like, this is going to be my existence for the rest of my life. And, he pushed me to like think outside the box and what else am I good at? What else can I do? And that's when, I made that decision to just like leave my 13-year job and take a chance on myself.
Beautiful achievement. Love that.
Yeah. I'm proud of myself.
That is great.
I'm proud of myself.
That is great.
Yeah.
I do agree with that.
Yeah.
The fact it's very hard to jump out of the hamster wheel.
And doing it all by yourself
very
in
hard.
This, obviously I have like your support. I have definitely obviously the band is amazing, but doing it all on your own is very hard.
It's really cool because I'm part of my project, so whatever, it's my thing, but it's really cool to see you build yours.
Yeah.
So why do you think you haven't achieved anything?
I think it probably, the older I get, I do feel that Aerosmith line, life's a journey, not a destination. Like I've achieved shit, but it's like it all kind of blends together for me.
But there's not moments where if things are kind of like wacky and you look back and you're like, damn, I did a lot.
Oh yeah, I have a full life,
like a reflection.
Well lived. Yeah. Have I achieved? I don't know. It just depends. You know what sucks is that we talk about this all the time, right? That I get excited about going to do something, and when I get there, I'm like, oh no, all right, what's next? Right? Sometimes. And
it's a creator's mind.
And my problem with a lot of my achievements is the minute that achievement's done, I'm like, what's next?
Chasing
right?
the next one.
Like, so when Bryce was just here and I'm showing him the Chris Rock book and it's all cute, but that's from a year and a half ago. And you're like, ugh, that's so sad. That it's cool that it happened, but it's not happening anymore until whatever the next tour, right? Obviously, shit's gonna keep happening, but it's immediate.
I think you guys building your relationship is an achievement.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Look, there's achievement, of course, right? Like, oh, I lost 20 pounds. There's an achievement, but yeah, I think more of my life I gotta look at more as a journey
for you,
not like
right.
Like I have milestones, but like it's more of like a
pit stops.
Hopefully I can just kind of exist as this.
That's pretty much how I like live my life, or how I see living my life. I'm like, I'll figure it out. I always just tell you, I'm like, we're going to figure it out. We'll figure it out. That's like my motto is.
The worst part, you just kill yourself. That's also figuring it out.
I was like, we're gonna figure it out. Everything's gonna be fine.
It is fine. It is fine.
The world's on fire.
Well, first of all,
everything's gonna be fine.
Listen, guys, there's nothing wrong. I'm just going through the therapy session.
Oh, no, I know.
There's
but
a
I'm
therapy
just telling you, everything will be fine.
We're on a journey for therapy right now. Okay?
Yeah.
If your girl was in the Olympics, okay, and
not Paralympics.
Great joke. Wow, Estee.
If she was
Got a low out of me.
if she was in the Olympics, what sport do you imagine her being really good at?
Horse, whatever the horse sports are.
Polo?
Equestrian?
They don't have polo.
They have equestrian. They have like horse jumping.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, bro.
I think Steve Jobs' like daughter does that or some shit like that.
Why are horses allowed in the Olympics? No other sport has a pet.
That's a good point.
Like, why are you like, the horse should be getting the medal, not the guy riding it, right?
Why do you keep associating her with horses though?
Oh, because there was a horse.
I grew up with horses.
Oh.
Yeah. Or I would probably
She was a horse girl.
I would like to have done Olympics.
What, like
folders with a picture of a horse on it in like school. You know those creepy horse girls in school growing up? One girl was like, I love horses.
Well, like horses. The ones that like maybe think...
Horse penises? Yeah.
What?
That's about...
Ew.
Did you like prefer male or female horses?
I didn't care.
So you just took what you get.
Ew.
So you had an obsession with horses?
I didn't have an obsession.
Not did.
How can he be comparable to a horse?
I would say I would be a gymnast.
Gymnast?
Over an equestrian.
Really? The woman with all the broken body parts?
Yeah, because I broke all my body parts from mainly gymnastics.
Oh, so you did gymnastics?
I have all these issues because of gymnastics.
I can't imagine you being good.
Did you diagnose yourself with that or somebody told you?
What?
Usually gymnasts have strong bodies.
I fell a lot.
She wasn't a good gymnast.
My doctors made me quit.
So you're not a successful. You weren't a successful gymnast.
No. Clearly.
No.
Successful singer.
I didn't have the build. I didn't have the upper body strength. And I'm glad because like
you have the boobs for it.
I do. Oh my god. Ew. And I was like a little skinny, scrawny like girl in a leotard.
Yeah. Ugh. You look like a boy.
I had a velvet.
Let me ask you a question, right? What if Kirill switches things up in the next 2 years and he goes extreme religion and becomes a rabbi? Would you still be
a rabbi?
Into him.
Hello.
I mean, I would make fun of him.
What? What if he had like you'd make fun of my religion if I believed in it?
If you want, do whatever you want.
On Fridays, no electricity.
Absolutely. Your religion doesn't have to affect mine.
Why?
I like electricity. I'm hot.
Yeah.
I'm not like.
If she became very spiritual and like very, very like.
I'd break up with her.
If what?
Because Estee has.
She gets obsessive, right?
Estee becomes. She's very
paranoid.
Susceptible.
Paranoid.
Susceptible to joining. She's very
naive.
Cult-like naivety. She's naive. Let me give you a perfect example of where if Estee was any crazier, I couldn't be with her.
Oh, God. Here we go.
You're dating Estee. You're having a great time. Everything's awesome. You're in love. You save up some money. Find a house you like. You're like, this house is great. This house is perfect. We got it. We put our name in the ring. They're like, yeah, you guys can buy it. We picked you guys as the buyers. We accept your offer. Get the money together. You get the mortgage. You move in. First night in the house.
Oh,
Estee goes, I think there's a ghost here. We have to move out.
100%. 100%.
And that's the level of crazy I'm still.
You believe in ghosts?
Yes. Yeah.
Today's your 41st birthday?
Yeah, she believes in herself. She's about to meet. You're closer in age to a ghost than a child.
I don't fuck with ghosts. If I am in a hotel or anything and there's weird noises happening or movements, my ass is out.
So you keep the cookies out
he
Christmas
night or no? He wouldn't want to be with me if I was,
So you believe that Santa Claus comes through the chimney or no?
No, you idiot.
No, you idiot. You believe in a guy.
Hey.
That comes down and brings you presents. Not like this weird see-through thing that decides to hang out in your hotel room with you.
Listen, it happens. I'm just
How
saying.
scary could a ghost?
Let me ask you, what ghost do you think is chasing you around?
I don't know because I haven't had that experience. Well, there have been. There was one time. There's been incidents.
Do you think it's a horse that you used to take care of that passed away?
What? Give us a ghost incident that you've experienced.
That I've experienced.
Yes.
My ex-boyfriend.
He ghosted you?
Dad. That was good. His dad's house. It was like a new house they moved into. They were like, we have a spirit here. He's very friendly, but shut up, Kirill. He's very friendly. He means no harm. Like, there was a family here that passed away before that, blah, 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 who had children, whatever. And one time, not when I was home, but my ex-boyfriend was in his room and the door all of a sudden locks from the outside and he couldn't get out. So that was just one instance. He couldn't get out.
Some locks do that.
No.
Some people lock
it was the lock from outside. I don't know
Were you
how.
there?
No, but he told me about it.
Oh, so he lied to you?
No.
He doesn't lie to you.
He did. But then my mom was over for either like Thanksgiving or Christmas.
So you hung out at this house knowing there's a friendly spirit.
I didn't like going there and I wouldn't stay over. I would never, ever stay over. Fuck that shit. Once he told me that the ghost locked him in, I was like, we will not.
Maybe he didn't want you to stay over, so he said, I have a ghost in my bedroom.
Perhaps.
So you're scared of ghosts?
Yes.
What else? Outside of
ghosts. What am I scared of?
Yeah, really bad, like fear.
Zombies?
No.
Oh, silly of me to bring that up.
I'm scared of... Well, you know what's funny? I was thinking the other day, because I got my second MRI done for my neck, and as I'm laying there in the tube, I was like, what would happen if an earthquake just happened? Like, while I'm in this thing, what happens? And...
Nothing.
What do you mean? She's saying that she shakes and then...
Yeah, like, what happens? You don't know. What happens if something gets discombobulated inside and then I get electrocuted? Who knows? You don't know. And so I'm in this machine and I'm kind of starting to freak out because I'm also seeing it's like connected with tape above me and I'm trying not to look at it. But then whatever, we get out and literally 5 minutes later, the earthquake happened.
That's fucking weird.
I know.
You see?
I mean, that's not a fear, but
you see humans somehow...
I just want to tell that story.
I think there's some sort of...
telepathic.
Future telling skill that humans have. You know what I mean? Let me think about that.
It's like a form of deja vu, but like Vujade. You know what that is? Is like, have you ever...
I mean, did you just come up with that?
Well, it's a backwards deja vu. Someone else said it. But like, have you ever been in a situation where you're like, I think I imagined this before?
Yeah.
So many times.
There's times where I walk into like a room and like we're all hanging and I'm like,
this seems too familiar.
I've seen this before.
I've lived this.
I've had
Matrix.
Yeah.
I've had that a lot. It's fucking weird.
Yeah.
Most people that are very in tune with themselves and very self-aware usually feel that. I feel.
Do either of you have wet dreams?
I think I have had it like a couple times in my life.
I had
to just wake up just fucking
squirting.
No, but I'm like, did I just pee my pants or
pee my pants?
Pee my pants. But then
you fell asleep.
I feel aroused, and I'm like, ooh, that was nice.
But you fell asleep in the hay, like by the horses, or? I'm kidding.
You did sleep amongst the hay.
I'm kidding. Come on.
She's mad because she did used to do that.
You used to sleep in the hay?
No.
You nap with the horses?
I literally would never do that because I would get stomped on most likely.
But you know, like when cowboys do this and they put that down and they're like on top of the horse.
I never did that.
Oh, okay. I've seen some spiritual stuff. I've definitely felt that for sure.
Oh, but you don't believe in ghosts?
I believe in little spirits floating around.
I believe in spirits. But I definitely believe in ghosts.
I just don't believe in ghosts because like every ghost description you would ever say is one that's been like made up by movies or cartoons, right?
Yeah.
You're like, okay, so what's the ghost you vision? They're in the same clothing what they died in? What version of that ghost? And why are they hanging out? Are they bothering you? Or are they just going, ooh? And you're like, my grandma doesn't scare me. And my see-through grandma is surely not going to scare me.
Have you ever had, right?
Like, you're scared of old people?
You never know. Yeah.
Oh my God, she closed the door.
No. Nope.
Have you ever had a moment where like throughout the day you would think of a person that you haven't talked to in a while and you like, and they're on your mind like crazy and then you get a phone call from them or a text?
Yeah.
What is that?
Not coincidence.
No, it's not.
Yes,
it happens every time. Why does it happen every time?
It doesn't
it's
happen
like when you hear your ears ringing.
How many people do you think about and nothing happens? You're only thinking about the times that you thought about it and it happened. But think about how many people you think about. Think about my mom right now. She's not calling me. Cool. How many times does that happen? That they don't line up.
You know, people like you
take the fun out of life.
Argue just to argue. Okay. And
you're just telling me you don't believe in ghosts, but you believe in the fact that I can go, Mommy. And then she goes, I got to call him. That's what you're saying.
No, I'm talking about.
Or are you saying my mom?
I'm talking about a little deeper. It's like it's like a person like almost something.
It's like when your ears
there's
are
some
ringing.
kind of pain involved, or maybe some kind of love involved, or some kind of passion. Like it has to be a deeper connection, and the person's gone out of your life for a little bit, and then you think about them, and then boom, next thing you know, they hit you up, and you're like, whoa.
Yeah, like I was just thinking.
I've been thinking about fucking Scarlett Johansson for 6 years. This bitch not calling me at all.
That's a lie.
Is that your
No,
main...
I just use that as a general thing. Who do you think the hottest man?
I don't know. Probably be some sort of musician. Honestly, like a male singer.
Well, thanks for making it specific and interesting.
I don't know. I don't really like have.
Better get to singing, buddy.
I don't really have like a particular type where I'm like, that's my type. I don't have a type. You're my type.
Corny.
So bad.
How about you?
Who do I think is who's the most beautiful woman besides you?
He thinks Billie Eilish is hot.
Ew. No way. Billie Eilish has a hairy back. I guarantee it.
I don't think so.
I think so.
But she's got
You
fucking
think so?
boobs.
She does have boobies.
She's got big old hooties.
I'm going to tell you, I can't even describe what she looks like.
Well, because she's always dressed like she's in like a Janko fit.
Yeah, that's true.
Hottest woman ever. Bro, you know who's crushing it? Fucking Salma Hayek is one of the most gorgeous 60-year-old women on this planet. You know what I'm talking about? If I showed you a photo of Salma Hayek right now, you'll be like, get the fuck out of here. This bitch is 60.
She's gorgeous. Is she 60 already?
Yeah. Bro, Salma Hayek at 57.
Is that photoshopped?
No, it's just her like on vacation.
Oh my God, that's so weird. She really does look great for her age.
Bro, like literally.
She's so hot.
She's gorgeous.
Oh, that's weird.
Like her and like Sofia Vergara, all those like Spanish fucking, whoa, my stomach.
Whoa.
Spanish women really.
Eva Longoria.
They all.
She's gotten a lot of work done. She looks crazy now, though.
It's okay.
What about you, Val?
What about me?
Who's your favorite?
Who's
guy?
your like dream girl as like a celebrity?
I used to like Megan Fox, but then I realized she's a bird because she started dating MGK.
She's a little crazy too.
Yeah, she's mental. I thought she was hot at one point.
She is hot. Her body's ridiculous.
Who do I think is hot? I thought Halle Berry was hot. I used to think Halle Berry was.
Halle Berry is stupid hot.
Yeah, I thought Halle Berry was a hot chick. Yeah.
I don't like Emily Ratajkowski's lips.
I don't know.
They're a little too like plump. I think she gets work done.
You think that's work?
I'm criticizing arguably one of the most beautiful people on
She's
the planet.
gorgeous.
I don't even know what that is.
From
Emrata.
Blurred Lines.
I don't think she's that good looking.
She was the fucking cheating girl in that movie with Ben Affleck.
She was?
She was. She was the young girl.
She was the girl he cheated on. The main girl with, what was that movie? A great movie.
That was a good movie.
That was a dope movie. Remember that chick?
50 Shades of Grey?
No.
Oh, not Shades of Grey.
Remember Ben Affleck and his wife? And
Gone
then
Girl.
She said,
Gone Girl.
That's not her.
Yes, it is. Bro,
No.
it was her.
Emrata is the girl he cheats on his wife with.
Yeah. And then
At the bar in the rain in the snow where she sees
then his
That's
wife,
Emrata?
and then his wife becomes super psychotic, and then she basically.
Oh, Gone Girl. I'm
Yes.
thinking.
Gone in 60 Seconds?
No, I'm thinking the girl who died from the serial killer neighbor. What was that movie? With the little girl on the bike through the pasture, and she gets killed. No, not the sewer. The girl riding the bike, and I think it's the one who gets killed, and the neighbor is the one who does it.
Disturbia?
Shawshank Redemption?
No, she's a young girl on a bike. The neighbor had like a fascination with her, and the dad, was it Ben Affleck? No, it was Matt Damon. No, it was, who's one of those actors?
All right, moving on.
Similar girl on a bike who died in the movie.
Thank you for coming up with your own plot for a movie.
Do you believe
Lovely
in...
Bones.
Never seen that.
No, that's weird. Would you ever date a virgin?
Sure.
Like if you and I broke up, you're 41, you meet another man your age, and he's like, I'm a virgin.
I'd be like, why? What happened? Was he saving himself for marriage?
Yeah, like what's the...
I would need to have some context. Be like, what is wrong with you that you're a virgin still?
Oh, well, because I don't want to put my dick into sinful holes that aren't...
We would never be compatible. Because it's already too neurotic. Like, no.
So being a virgin at 40 is a red flag.
Kind of. I mean, depends on the situation. If somebody's waiting till they're married and they were with the relationship for a really long time and the married or the
You'd be
dating
okay
fell
dating
apart.
a virgin.
Yeah, I wouldn't care if there was a good reason why.
They're a
Not like
virgin?
him being a serial killer or some shit.
You
like
wouldn't
that.
be like, this person has to be somewhat boring. To have not experienced sex until who knows when they're going to get married.
But if they're a really nice guy and they treat you
But
well.
what if you don't know the sexual chemistry? Isn't
then
that
you have
a big
sex with
risk?
them.
But then you're married.
But I would be like, well, we got to get over this hump.
But he's a
We can't do
virgin.
that. I'd be
until-
like, we're not going to do that. We're gonna break you right now. We're not going to wait till we're married.
What if he's into big boobs?
Then we're never going to be compatible. Such a dick.
I'm just wondering if like being a virgin is more noble than being a whore. Like, do you care how many? Like, I don't care how many guys you slept with.
I don't care how many girls we've slept with.
That's a good answer.
But I did make you get tested before we had sex.
Okay.
You care.
I made
do
her get
care
tested
a
too,
little
but that was just for
Well, I
her
just-
IQ. Foundation.
Ha ha ha
Failed.
ha 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 ha.
I get money from the state to take care of her now.
You get disability checks? That's fire.
Oh yeah.
I mean, listen, guys. There's a lot of issues here, but there's also a lot of beauty in this relationship. I assess this.
What do you think our chances are of making it?
I think you guys will make it.
You think so?
I think 85% you guys make it.
Who's
85.
dying first?
Ooh.
I think it's going to be you.
No
I'm
way.
arguably way healthier.
Yeah, it's gonna be me.
You see, but that's
That sucks.
but you see, that's the thing with life. The unexpected happens.
Oh, I hope I go first.
No, let's not talk about that. Why are you always talking about? Because then I think something like a freak accident will happen.
Oh,
It's
no,
not just
God
of
forbid.
natural
What's wrong with
causes.
What's wrong with you? Oh no, what's wrong with you? Anyways, I just set this fucking match and ran away.
We're gonna go as like the Notebook.
I don't know.
We're gonna die in each other's arms together. That's in an ideal world.
At what age do you think that romantic shit dies off for a woman?
We're not very romantic.
But like, I feel like women are more hopeless romantics than men are.
Me?
I'm saying generally.
Not me.
Were you a hopeless romantic growing up?
No.
Did you envision a fairy tale
No.
wedding?
No.
Lying?
No.
Lying.
No. I've never.
Have you ever
She's got
envisioned?
5 dads.
Have you? Oh my God.
4.
4. So it's hard for her to imagine a fairy tale wedding life.
Oh my God. That's the root of all evil right there.
Yeah,
don't
she's
care
got daddy
about-
issues, dude.
I don't care about marriage. I really don't. I'm
It's-
just like happy in my life and I'm present.
Let me ask you another question. This is
Yeah.
a little more raunchier question. I'm apologizing ahead of time. Okay. It won't be crazy, but it won't be not
This is
crazy.
typical Val. I'm ready for it.
I'm just telling you, okay? Do you get icked out if he was to say, call me daddy during sex?
I would laugh.
You would laugh.
Yes.
That would be funny.
Call me daddy.
Yeah, call me
If I
daddy.
went, who's your daddy?
Like, I don't know.
You would say, I don't know.
She'd make it an actual answer. She's like, well, actually, girl, I'm not really too
Well, now
sure.
that we're on the topic,
I had 4.
Pick one.
roulette.
Are you the type to say who's your daddy? You get a little aggressive?
No, I think that's.
Do you go like this? You
Who's your daddy?
get mad like that? You ever get?
I don't like the daddy talk.
No, you don't.
Because
right?
it's like, dude,
You're
it's just-
never-
that's like anyone who's like says call me daddy, you're like, you're kind of a pedophile. You're
Yeah.
like borderline, like it's weird.
Weird.
Yeah.
It's weird.
You have any one-liners?
you?
Listen, guys. Once again, this is a podcast about you guys. Okay.
Next week we're gonna do you and Nat.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sit in.
Okay. Let me ask you something.
Do I have any one-liners in the bedroom?
Like once in a while, like a little ooh ooh. Little just get just one. You don't have to give us anything crazy. Just one small one. Just a small one. It doesn't have to be anything like too
let me put
vulnerable.
myself there.
Nothing too vulnerable. Nothing too crazy. Just a small one. Like
Oh, I love your pussy.
yeah. I love that one. That's so good. That's good. That's good. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking
Oh
about.
my god, you fucking little butthole.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
You always get sexual. You always get sexual turns.
It's been 50 minutes. I haven't said one thing yet.
I'm surprised. I'm shocked that you haven't gone there already.
Life is about sex.
I did small entrance and it's very petite.
Yeah.
This was a petite.
It's a petite.
Yeah. And it also segued into dads. So it works.
Yeah.
All right. Let's change it up now. No problem.
Yep.
Okay. We bounced out of that one. That was good though. It's very good.
Very curious.
Very curious about your guys. It's like, it's like a museum for me when I listen to this.
Have you ever been tied up?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, that was a fast answer. That was a fast answer.
Wait,
she said, mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. That sounded like I wish I still got tied up. She's like, now I'm just tied down.
Tied down for what?
Tied up.
Tied down for what?
Who was it? Sexual tied up?
Was it the guy with one arm?
Like someone like abusing you?
No, it was never abuse.
It was the guy with one arm.
I would probably freak out.
Getting tied up by a guy with one arm.
No,
it wasn't that for me.
Oh my God, no.
So you were tied up with what? Rope?
No.
Paracord?
Fishing wire.
I'm sorry.
That's so.
Do you know you can? That's like goes through your skin.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
pretty
like
sure.
It was like there was like a little bit of like bubble.
Who did it to you?
It was just an ex.
How much did he tie you up?
By the neck or
No,
like the arm?
no. Could you imagine?
Like a fucking fish?
No. It was like around it. It was outside.
So you would just stand and he'd walk around you with the fishing?
Yeah, it was weird. I don't know.
Were you naked? Was he naked? Was he hard?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Right?
Yeah. It was like
that's pretty crazy, though. I'm not gonna lie. The tying up is not the crazy part for me. It's the fish line. Line. That's scary.
And
it's
rope.
the tackle box.
But it wasn't like, right.
You didn't even hear what she said.
The rope.
She added rope.
That's why I asked. You said fishing.
Well, the one instance I was talking about was.
But then he does ropes?
And just ties you up to the car?
Yeah, it wasn't like.
You
it
only
wasn't
did
like.
one instance?
A couple times. And
you were just tied up.
Just wanted to try something new.
And you just laid there like.
It was like,
what were you experiencing?
No, it was outside on a tree.
You tied you to a tree?
I could have
Did
been.
you shoot an apple?
I could have just like.
Was he your uncle? What's going on? You got tied to a tree, and then what happened? From behind, you were wrapped this way, and then he fucked you?
No, we didn't actually have sex. We hooked up, but we didn't have sex. It was more of a like.
So he tied you up to make out?
It's an experience. It was just an experience.
So you're up against the tree like this, and you're tied against it.
Yeah.
And the guy just then comes and kisses you.
Yeah, pretty much.
And you like that?
I kind of liked it for a second. Then I was like, okay, well now my circulation. I need to get out of this. And then I started freaking out a little bit because then I realized I don't like being held down.
Thank you for sharing that story with us. It's a great story.
I would never be with anyone who's like, hey, let's go to the tree.
I was also really young, and I wanted to experiment a little. I was in like my early 20s.
Experimental.
That's not that age.
I mean, I wasn't
early 20s to be tied to a tree to make out.
I was like 18
that's like fucking
when I
9-year-old
first
behavior.
I was like 18 when I first had sex or something.
That sounds very Ukrainian of you, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Really? Is that
your
a thing?
First date is tied up at a tree.
Ooh.
We did some weird shit in Ukraine before, yeah.
What about you?
Weirdest.
You did say when you did something on a tree once, some girl took you out.
Oh, no, we were young. We were very little in Ukraine, but this was like 9, 8 years old. And me and my friend's like, hey, you want to come with me? We went to this girl's house in the village in Ukraine, and we get to the backyard of this like, house, and she's just laying flat on a log naked already.
Oh, I remember this.
Yeah.
And I was like, what are we doing here? And I remember I told you guys the story.
Yeah,
you guys had sex.
She smelled really weird. I remember that.
Yep. You told me.
That's a bitch that doesn't shower.
That was some weird shit, but we didn't. I didn't do anything. I didn't partake in any actions. I was just it was a watching party. It was
spectator.
Like, it's like when people have sushi on their body and they're naked.
I kind of want to go to a sex party, but just as an observer. I don't want to.
You would participate?
That's odd.
No, I don't.
You wouldn't fuck me at a sex party?
No.
Odd.
I'm very private when it comes to like my own sex life, but I'm very curious on what goes on. I would love to just watch and just.
Do you think you get turned on?
Maybe. I don't know.
I think it's kind of odd.
Yeah, I would just like to go and see what happens.
You just like looking at penises, though.
I'm just curious.
You do like looking at dicks.
I do. I'm just a curious
person. What can
person.
possibly go on? People are having sex.
I want to see everything. I want to see how crazy they get. I want to see what they do. I used to be into like gay porn. Guys.
Wait, hold on.
Guys, not girls. Well, I was into that too, but like
you were watching gay porn?
Yeah.
No, because she wants to see men get abused. She has an axe to grind. You were watching it to be turned on?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was like I was then. Then I was watching it like, this is interesting. I was just watching it as like,
what's interesting?
I just like watching it.
Didn't it skeeve you out?
I'm like, no.
No.
So if I had sex with a man in front of you, it would turn you on?
That's different. So I have like a connection with you.
Right, but it didn't skeeve you out in a sense of...
But if I was seeing two guys having sex at a sex party, I'd be like, I'd want to watch.
But it didn't skeeve you out in a sense of it emasculates the other man? It doesn't give you like, ooh. Like,
no.
Ooh.
No? I want to see. I want to watch it all. I like watching things. You're like, oh, okay.
I can't watch gay porn because I'd be like, that looks painful.
Like guy on guy?
Yeah, I'm like, I always envision myself as the guy getting fucked, not the guy fucking. So I'm always just like...
Poop everywhere?
Yeah. No, it just looks bad.
Oh.
I just heard
it's like a bad time.
Things, okay?
Gay sex.
I just heard...
Well, clearly...
I just heard two crazy things, okay? You used to get turned on by gay porn, and he said if he watched gay porn, he would envision himself as the guy getting piped.
Yeah.
Yeah. Trying to figure that out.
But a lot of guys, like, even when they're girls, like, put a finger up their butt and, like...
That's not gay porn.
No, but I'm saying that they...
It's a gateway.
Okay, therapy session took a little turn. Let's bring it back. Let's reel it back. Yeah. Let's reel it back. Okay, guys? We still got a little time.
George, calm down. This guy's fucking...
He's hot. It's hot in here.
Fucking hit on the
hot? Mm-hmm. Should I turn on the AC?
Well, we have what?
It's okay. We could push through it.
This was pretty good, though. This was a good therapy session, I feel like. I feel like we've actually... It was pretty successful, in my opinion.
So we have a decent success rate, 85%
yes,
of making it.
Because I think the most successful...
That's what Val said. Why 85, Val? Where's the 15%?
85 is that the 15% is a little worrisome because you guys separate on a few things.
Tell.
Okay. For you, it's enough. For him, it's not enough sometimes. Right?
What?
The assessment is that you feel like you've achieved things and that things have, you find fulfillment and there's enough for you. He's looking for the next thing.
Oh, great.
So
we about to fight on the car ride home. So you're unhappy? You're unhappy, huh?
This is obviously...
No, I know I bring you happiness.
This is obviously in the sake of humor. Success rate...
Yes, Estee. So much happiness.
90%, I would say. 10%.
So we've just pushed it up a little bit?
Yeah.
Within that few minutes?
Because it shows that you guys can delegate.
Okay.
Through the odd beliefs.
Yeah.
Yeah. You believe in ghosts.
I think the only
he thinks you're crazy, but he still loves you.
I think the only thing I need to work on is my...
appetite?
No, my...
I'm kidding.
I have an appetite.
I'm joking. I don't know why I said that.
Fat girls have big boobs.
Sweetness.
Why? Because of the comment I said, do you kiss him on his forehead when you woke up?
No, I'm just like, I'm not a very emotional person, I think. And he's a very emotional person. Where
you have to raise your insulin levels for that.
What is that, an injection?
Your blood sugar is low. It's going to be a little sweeter.
All right. Well, that was good.
What do you think?
Glad that we have 90% success rate. What do you think, George?
90% success rate is good.
90% is not bad. Now, would you go skydiving if they said 10% of the parachutes don't open?
Wouldn't do it. Wouldn't do it.
Burr thing.
Any other questions?
I think we're done for today.
Yeah.
We will have an assessment again soon.
Okay.
Oh, last question, Estee.
Yes.
Who are you voting for?
I'm not doing that.
All right, guys, clap us in, clap us out. You guys know what this podcast is all about. We love you guys.
Hey, bye.
Oh, God.